guys, what's up? It's a Tuesday, Veda, and I just had the best day at school. Today was softball district, so that meant that more than half the kids, were all out of school going to either play in the games, watch the games, or work in the concession stand. And so there was no kids, which meant I didn't have to teach anything. Yeah. So we sat around and played cards all day. It was fabulous. Played Sopio, which is the awesome card game that Alex Day came up with. It's fabulous. The kids, it's such a backstabby game that the kids just got into it like crazy. I'll put a link to his store up there because it's a really fun game. It's not that expensive to go and buy, at least the starter deck, to play Sopio. We also played Mao, which you guys might not know how to play that game. The band kids in high school are the people who taught me how to play Mao. Crazy bunch of kids, and they would come up with the weirdest, craziest, most ridiculous rules for the game of Mao. I mean, there were some rules that were like, you have to make a lap around the school, or like, you have to stand on your head, like, oh, crazy, weird stuff. So that was pretty intense. My kids were a little bit more tame, though. They were like, high five, spin around in a circle. So, not too crazy. Although one of them did make us say butt plug every time we played a 7. And then we also played Mafia. If you haven't played Mafia, it's a really fun game, especially if you have like kind of a good narrator telling the story. Because if you don't have a creative mind, it's not as fun. But it's kind of a murder mystery game, and you play it with cards, but you can really play it with just anything. You play with a piece of paper for Pete's sakes. But it's the stories that you come up with and the interaction between people that makes it really fun. So it was a great day. Very relaxing. Very relaxing. This weather is absolutely awful. It is like misty where you can't decide if it's raining or not. So you just get all these little pinpricks of water all over the windshield and you can barely see. You just have to run the windshield wipers every like 5 minutes. Oh, it's frustrating as heck. So I'm about to head to a Kiwanis meeting tonight. I'm kind of sad because they're moving their meetings back to their regular noon spot instead of this evening spot, which was more convenient for me. But that's okay. I don't mind. Because I wasn't usually able to come anyway because of Key Club meetings, which conflicted with their evening time which they chose. The Kiwanians always have their meetings at the country club. The country club has awesome food. It's expensive, but it's awesome. Unfortunately, I am super duper broke and cannot afford to eat it today. So I'm probably going to rush home real quick and whip something together. Maybe a sandwich. I make good sandwiches. No, actually, that's pretty much 100% untrue. The only type of sandwich that I really like is PB&J. Meat on bread just never really appealed to me. In fact, I was such a picky eater when I was a kid that I would never eat the hot lunch at school. And so my mother would make me the exact same cold lunch every single day. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I always had a PB&J. This was literally every single day of my life up until about maybe 4th grade. I had a PB&J, a bag of Doritos or some other kind of chip, some kind of fruit or veggie item, so like carrot sticks or strawberries or something like that, and then some kind of dessert, 4 little things, and then some kind of a drink. Or sometimes I would drink the milk at school, because that was one of the things I did like. And to this day, that is honestly how I still make my lunches, is with 4 courses, with like an entree, some kind of a chip, some kind of a veggie or fruit, and some kind of dessert. I don't know, it just feels natural because that's how my lunch was made for so many years. No, I need variety in my lunchness. If it's all one flavor, it's like, boring. I remember one of the things I used to do with my lunch was try to spell things with my carrots. My mother would cut a large carrot into different little ring sections, and if you've seen a carrot before, you'll know that there's kind of like a core in the middle of the carrot, and then a ring of, fiber stuff around the outside. Well, if you like bit off a piece of the surrounding bit, you could pop out the core and then use the curved section, like spell stuff, and use the cores to spell things. Anyway, I try to spell my name every time. It was great. I get like a little curve for the top of the R and a couple of straight little pieces for the back of the R. And anyway, I spell the whole thing. And that was always a fun little challenge when I was a kid. Alright, so I slightly have to apologize because I completely messed up my segments yesterday. I'm retarded. It's my own frippin' schedule and I can't even keep with it. So instead of terrifying moments today, we are going to have exotic family vacation destinations from my childhood. So at one point when I was in high school, I can't remember exactly when, my family went on this big, long, kind of meandering trip up to Yellowstone and thereabouts. And one of the places we visited while we were there was a place called Craters of the Moon. And Craters of the Moon is a very interesting place. It was formed by volcano flows, apparently, like 2,000 years ago. Lewis and Clark even visited. Calvin Coolidge made it a official national monument in 1924. And it is just the weirdest place you could possibly ever visit. I mean, it looks like the moon. It looks like you landed on the moon. The landscape is just beautiful and weird and bizarre, and these pictures don't do it justice. I mean, you gotta walk around in it to see how just strange this place is. But anyway, it's called Craters of the Moon. Interesting little place to visit, right near Yellowstone if you're ever up there. Alright, thanks for watching. Tune in tomorrow for the next day of Veda. Bye!